Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here with Lisa Cotter today in her home in Ladysbridge, and Lisa has a very interesting job, and I just wanted to pop down and have a chat with you today just to get an idea of what is involved in placenta encapsulation. And I suppose for anyone who doesn't know what it is, if you give us a brief idea of what is placenta encapsulation.
So placenta encapsulation is where I take the mum's placenta after they've had their babies, and I transform it into a tiny little capsule for them to take as a supplement after having their baby.
Okay, very good, excellent. And why did you decide to get into this particular area? Have you ever had it done before yourself? Or?
Well, I didn't get to do it myself because I didn't know about it on my first, but I started researching it then, and I trained after I had my first baby, and then my second baby was premature, so I couldn't.
Okay.
So I have one in the oven now that will hopefully give me the fruits of my own labour. But when I researched it, I thought it was amazing, and I just trained for myself originally, and then just said that I would give it a go and see if other people want to do it.
No, it's an amazing, it's an absolutely amazing thing, definitely. People are completely freaked out eating your own placenta, and is that a reaction you get a lot?
Yeah, you would. It's huge. I mean, obviously, it's nobody wants to look at it and nobody wants to know what it looks like, but it comes back in a tiny little capsule, which is the same as any other supplement. So I do all the icky bits, and you just end up with a nice pretty package at the end of it.
Okay, but during the process of it, is it how long would the process from the placenta to the capsules take? Do you do it all yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where do you do it
in my home? I've converted my utility area.
Oh, very good.
So I have a workspace that's strictly placenta work, and the turnover is roughly about by day 3 before you're discharged from CUH, usually I'd have them back to you, and then outside of CUH in Limerick and things like that, it would be the morning of day 4. So the whole work process itself takes between about 48 hours from start to finish.
Wow, very good. That's amazing. And what sort of a supply would you get from your placenta? I know everyone might have different size placentas, I'm not 100% sure. But in a supply, would it be a week, a month? Is it longer?
It's usually longer. Depending on the size of the baby, the normal average size placenta would probably get about 120 to 150 capsules.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then you would take, just for the first 2 weeks, 6 per day, and then you take your own dose after that. Then
is that to give you a boost? 6 per day.
It's to get your iron levels right back up and your energy levels right back up.
Okay.
And then you play around with the dose yourself. Then after that.
Okay. And when you say iron levels and energy levels, that's what I was going to ask next. Is the main benefits for, why would you recommend for somebody to encapsulate their placenta? What would be the main benefits, nutrition-wise or energy-wise?
Well, the main benefits is it's full of vitamins and nutrients and hormones. So most women are anemic after they've had babies, so straight away you're getting a huge iron supply from your capsules. And then there's oxytocin, there's all the vitamin Bs. But you would get a huge milk supply as a result, because you would have so much energy that your body is well able to produce all the milk that you need to feed your baby.
Wow, okay. So for you, the feedback that you get is very important then from your clients who have done it. So would you find you'd get a lot of feedback, positive feedback back?
Yeah, I only get positive feedback back. Yeah, it's amazing. You get big long emails that would really bring a little tear to your eye, and then you'd always get the quick text as well to say, listen, I'm doing great, they're fantastic. And most of my women now I get are from referrals.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I saw your chart in sight. You're very busy, and the last 12 months, has that been your busiest period so far?
Yeah, it's just been crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to get in touch with you, I know we'll have all your details up here as well. But should they book you in advance, or how does that work?
Like I always say, as soon as you have made your decision to book with me, because I do get quite busy. But I mean, lots of women now are inquiring before their first scan.
Okay.
And once they've had their scan, then they're booking in. But I do take last minutes, obviously.
I suppose nobody knows their date, the date they're going to go in.
But it's good to plan ahead, I think, especially if you're outside of Cork, because it's just for myself to be able to get to the hospital to collect but as soon as you can, really.
Okay.
You know.
Fair enough. I have one question as well. Are there any scenarios where you can't get your placenta encapsulated if you have a cesarean or anything like that? Or
no, all those things are fine if you have a cesarean, if you have the epidural, if you've taken meds during your labour. And the main reason that you couldn't is if you had an infection in your waters while you were labouring. So if it would be an emergency situation and they would say that you have an infection in the water and the baby might have to be delivered because of that, or if there was really, really heavy meconium.
Meconium as well,
It's bad meconium now, because otherwise I can't sanitise and still use it.
Okay, because otherwise then the placenta wouldn't be at its...
If there's a lot of meconium,
fair enough.
But there's nearly always a small bit which is sanitised, so I clean that away.
That's great. Well, I would definitely, if I heard about you for my pregnancies, I definitely would get it done, and I absolutely, if I do go again, I will definitely try it. But for you now, how are you going to manage it? Because you're going to be having your baby. How many weeks are you, first of all?
I'm 29, I think.
29, so you're on the complete countdown now. And how are you going to manage to process your own placenta into capsule form?
Yeah, well, I have to charge my husband to do that for me.
Okay, so amazing. That's fantastic. Thanks a million. What I'll do is we'll just have a little look at the area where the process happens. So back.
Just a small bump unborn. In 4 months you're brought to life. You might be left with my hair, but you have your mother's eyes. I'll hold your body in my hands, be as gentle as I can, but for now you're scared.